Hi, welcome to Muzzle First. Today I want to talk about these Tipton snap caps. Snap caps are something that I use in a lot of my guns, and you probably should have these. If you don't have snap caps for your firearms, you probably should. They're very useful items. So you can read on the back here what Tipton, their sales material is on it. Inexpensive protection, great for checking, adjusting trigger pull, and that is true. You can use them for testing the trigger pull, tension and hammer, just to be safe, so you don't have to leave your guns cocked and locked all the times when you're storing them away. You can actually, ease the hammer down safely on a snap cap, and checking the function of extractors and ejectors and that. So these are for the 38 Special and 357 Magnum. There actually are 2 boxes of them in here. I bought 2 of these because they come with 6, and you really need enough for the cylinder and 1 speed loader to really test these in a revolver. So I bought 2 packs of them. They come with 6. So in my 357 Magnum, this guy, I need 12, and in my 38 Specials, this 38 Special anyway, I got another one, I need 10 of them. So I bought 2 packs so that way I'm covered. I can test with them. But if you don't use snap caps, there are some really good benefits to having snap caps. And the one that I use them most for is they actually can help you shoot better. And let's go ahead and unload this guy, and I'll show you. They actually can help you shoot better, because you can pinpoint a problem with your trigger pull safely. You don't have to worry about injuring yourself or anybody or the firearm. It's perfectly safe to fire it with these guys in here. And one of the advantages that I like of these Tiptons, I'll go ahead and show you this while I get it out of here. The Tiptons have this where your firing pin would hit right here. They actually are spring loaded, so it provides a little bit of extra cushion for your firing pin. There's a little bit of give on it, just like there would be on a real firing pin. And you can also tell after you fire them, they do dent. Oh, that's not very clear. There we go. They dent just like a regular firing pin does. So I guess the other thing is you'll be able to see whether or not your firing pin is hitting dead center. But as far as fit, these fit really good. So you can see the size comparison to a 38 Special. And a 357 Magnum is a little bit longer than a 38 Special. So they're just about as long as the case on a 38 Special, just a little short. Just a little short of the size of the case on it. The lips on these are great. The lips are the same size. I've had no problems with Speedloaders on these. I was kind of concerned about that when I first started using these. I was kind of concerned about the lip being too thick for the Speedloaders. They grab one just fine, without problems. So they seem to fit in the Speedloaders exactly the same, and they fit in my revolvers exactly the same as the live ammunition. So all right, so let's make sure everybody sees here we do have the Tipton snap caps in here, not live ammo. Another good advantage to having snap caps is they are easily identifiable as snap caps. You can look at that, easily. You can tell night and day difference. These, you can tell there's not ammunition. So something that you just take the powder out of and the primer out of, it makes it a little harder to tell. There's no question about this. So what you can do is you can just practice dry firing. And what you can do is if you can watch the sight, watch how it moves when you pull that trigger. Watch how you're pulling. Watch how you're pulling that gun. So you can get an idea whether you're, if you've got too much finger into it and you're like, pulling it back this way, or not enough finger, and you're like, one of the common things is that people will push them down to the left when you fire. Pull too quick, you pull it down to the left. You can see that. You can pinpoint these kind of problems, and you can practice your firing, your trigger pull. Practice, pulling that trigger, getting good at just pulling straight back, not pulling it down to the left or up or whatever, not jerking the trigger. That is the huge benefit of snap caps, and you can do that safely. You won't harm the gun. And these are cheap. I think I only paid like $8 a pack for these, something like that. And there actually are some firearms that can be damaged by dry firing it. Rimfires are one. So rimfires are something that should never be dry fired. The problem with a rimfire is that you hit on that edge of that cartridge, all right? So the rimfires hit out here. They don't hit the center like a center fire does. They call them a rimfire because the firing pin will hit somewhere on that rim, all right? If you don't have something in that chamber, it's going to hit it's going to hit the actual back of the receiver back there, all right? You're hitting metal. Your firing pin is going to hit steel. That's not good. You can actually damage it by doing that. You can actually ping that metal to where some instances people have had problems actually chambering rounds in a 22 because they've dry fired it so much that it's deformed the chamber on it. The other thing is you can damage the firing pin. All right. So the other thing I want to show you, 357 Magnum. All right. So a 357 Magnum, I have this one holds 6 rounds. So for this one, for practicing with my 357, this is a GP 100 by the way, I would use all 12 of these. All right. See, snap caps are in there. Same thing. You can practice single action, or you can practice double action. Either way. You can practice single action, or you can practice double action. Safely. You don't have to worry about damaging the firearm. You don't have to worry about damaging yourself, injuring someone else. It's just snap caps. All right. That is the huge benefit of those. Being able to practice your draw, practice your trigger pull. All right, so this is a Speedloader for my 357 Magnum. Let's drop these in there. You know, so they are not nearly as long as a 357 Magnum, but it doesn't need to be. They fit in the cylinder just fine. All right, they lock in there just fine. No problems. They dump right out. So you can use these to practice loading. And I am not the fastest at speed loading with these. Speed loaders take practice. I don't know if anybody can really use these efficiently that has not practiced with them a lot. I don't know if I can do this here or not, but we will try. So you see that? They just fit right in there. If I could do this in the position I'm in, there we go. They just drop right in. All right. That's the benefit of them. They work great. One of the other things that you can do with it, like we just showed you, you can practice safely loading and unloading. You can practice dumping that cylinder. All right. These do just fall out. All right. You don't have to pound them out like you do brass, but they'll just fall right out. The other use for these is practicing jams. So you can actually drop one in the cylinder with live ammo at the range when you're target practicing. What happens when you hit that round that doesn't go bang? What's your response to that? Do you jerk? Do you jump? Or you just move on? That's most beneficial really in a semi-auto because it's not going to cycle the slide. You're going to have to do that manually. You're going to have to cycle that slide manually, free that jam, and move on from there. So that's the most benefit that you'll get from that one. But these are pretty durable. They do dent on the end, on the firing pin like that. I have read cases where people say that the brass will start flaking on there. I've heard people talk about these splitting. I've not experienced that yet, but I don't know how many hundreds of dry fires they've had on theirs. But these have probably only been, I've probably only hit each one of these 40 or 50 times each. Not a lot, really. And they work great. All right, once again, that was Tipton Snap Caps, 357 Magnum, 38 Special. There's a part number if you're interested. I believe right now they are on sale on Amazon. They were $8 and something for a pack. And I will tell you real quick, one of the benefits of the Tiptons, besides the firing pin, right here that actually does recess. It's spring loaded. That spring on the inside pushes on that firing pin, so you get some kind of give in there. One of the benefits of these is that you do get 6 of these. Now, some of the other brands with 38 Special, you only get 5. With Tipton, you get 6. That's one of the reasons I like the Tipton brand. I paid for these. Nobody sent these to me. No one's paying me to advertise these. I'm just showing them because I like them and I think you can benefit from them. They're very useful. They fit. They work. For me, they seem very durable. They work just like the real thing. Not quite as long, but you don't really need that. You don't really need the same length. It's the chambering portion that you need on these. The 9mm and stuff like that, for something for a semi-auto, then the length becomes important. Not for a revolver. On a revolver, the length's really not that important on it. All right. I do think these are still on sale on Amazon. They were about half off, something like that. And like I said, you do get 6 of these instead of 5. Some of the other brands only come with 5. Some brands come with 6. So it's up to you. There are brands out there. I think Azoom has brands that are all aluminum. If you like the all aluminum brands, there's other brands out there that are all plastic. They don't have any kind of like this one has the brass, spring-loaded firing pin. You can get them that are all plastic. But like I said, I like the Tiptons because this is the way that they do the firing pin. That sells me on their product. Even if they were the same price for the same amount, I'd still buy Tiptons over the other brand just because I like the way that they do the firing pin on that. I have no proof that it helps. It's just a personal preference of mine, and that's about all it's worth. It's a personal preference. All right. Well, thank you for watching. If you got any questions, you can leave your comments down below. Feel free to email me at muzzlefirst@gmail.com, or you can visit my website, www.muzzlefirst.com. Thank you, and you have a good day.